Ready to get going? You good?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's get it.
Make it happen.
Let's go.
Everything conceivable.
Turn that shit up, bitch. Big face beats.
MJ shit though, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about it in the studio with the RecBoys though. It's
They
showtime.
wreck the hottest DJ
We're
out
ready to let the
here.
horns go, right? Okay, look. I try to tell them nobody do it like these guys, so I'll explain it with La Sicaria. Two languages so y'all can get hit both ways.
Hit for the heat.
So we don't care if you throw shade. The RecBoys got it locked again. I'm talking the hottest guests, independent artists to the executive gems.
En la calle con el show número uno. Poniendo la presión como el sumo de miércoles.
That's every Wednesday at 7. We're independent from past to present to future. Don't let me lose you. The show is
You
fire.
catch wreck o get wreck. El mundo se prepare. Estamos internacional, nadie que se compare.
And they throw you the trivia, so you gotta be sharp. Chris think he know it all, so beat him and you quiet as
En
ball.
las estaciones FM, YouTube and Facebook Live. Yeah, DJ Shot and Mr. Cat Track. Thank you for watching.
RecBoys
What's AKA Country Rap?
and DJ RecBoy Shot.
So, RecBoys? Nigga, I love you. You in my heart every day, motherfucker.
RecBoys.
RecBoys. I'm tapping with my guys, the RecBoys. You should tap in too.
In the studio with Captain Red.
What's shaking, my peoples? You already know what it is. DJ RecBoy Shot, Mr. Catch Rec. We are the RecBoys. Happy hump day. We are back again. Another episode in the studio with the RecBoys. What's shaking, homie? How you feeling?
You ready, man? Blessed. Glad to be back. Excited about the show. You know what I mean? How you though?
You know, man, life is good. Life is good. Happy birthday to Kayvon. That's my other extra son. They're at the movie. Yeah, I got mad extra kids, right? They're at the movies tonight. They're watching the Mario Brothers movie, so they out having a good time. But shout out to him. Happy birthday. What else I got going on? Easter's coming up. Happy Easter, everybody. Happy Good Friday. Good Friday. Good Friday usually is a money Friday. So I'm trying to make some money on Friday. Trying to turn up. My wife has an event. It's an invite only. I can't really say it on live. So if you want to know, go hit her up. That's Lindy Kirk, Facebook, Instagram. Hit her up. She'll give you the details. It's gonna be super fun. And then we have my family Easter party on Saturday. So we're gonna have the nieces and nephews over. They're gonna take over the rec room, and you know, my wife, she does trivia and scavenger hunts and sack races. So it's gonna be crazy, but it's all family. So you know what it is. You know, it's Easter. So, but what else is up with you?
Same old, same shit, man. Every day out here catching wreck. Trying to
Nice.
do the best I could do, man. That's all I could do.
Nice.
Set the example. You know what I mean?
Nice.
But like I said, man, I'm excited about tonight's guest. We had him on. We were talking before we went live. It was about 4 years ago. It might have been 5. It was a while ago. You know what I mean? We were chopping up with him. Then he was talking about doing certain moves as far as, you know, opening studios and working with artists. So we're gonna tap into all that tonight. But I was going back through and looking at the body of work and it 25 plus platinum records.
That's dope.
Like I was just sitting there like, damn, like I feel like it's the first time we interviewing him.
No, I mean, well, the first time we didn't really get a chance to really go in depth with all of the work. 25 million records sold is a lot.
Yeah.
You're not gonna cover that in an hour. You
Right.
know, he's been around greats, he's produced for the greats. Just being in those rooms and having that energy, the stories, you know, you can never get enough of them. And he's still doing it. He's still active in the game. So the stories don't never stop.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like he's a prime example of the each one teach one and keep pushing it forward. You know, so I'm super excited.
Yeah, I'm ready when you're ready, King.
All right, you already know what it is. DJ RecBoy Shot, Mr. Catch Rec, the one and only super producer, self-service.
Yeah.
What's happening, homie? How you feeling?
Ain't nothing. What's up, my dudes? The RecBoys with Shannon.
You already know. Yo, listen, real quick before we get into it, let everybody know who you are, and you know, just let them know who you are, the super producer. All right.
My name is Eddie. That's all. At the end of the day, my name is Edward. Mr. Edward to a few. Nah, my name is self-service, man. Super producer self-service. 25 plus platinum producer, film executive, music executive, mogul, entrepreneur, bike, Harley Davidson connoisseur, brand, TV network owner, consultant, teacher, go so forth and so on, man.
Listen, and let's not forget grandfather.
Yes, the most wonderful thing is grandfather, and I'm super proud of that.
Nice. Go ahead, Chris, jump in.
So being all right, you know, just to reacquaint everybody, you work with DMX, you work with Jay-Z, you work with the Irv Gotti was kind of your introduction into the game, right?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
And what keeps you motivated to keep doing what you're doing? Because like you said, teacher, and correct me if I'm wrong, not too long ago you opened kind of a school where you were helping people, right?
Yes, I did that in Florida. Before I left Florida, I had opened up. Well, I was in the process of opening a school, and then I decided to turn it to an online thing, which I have ongoing right now. Online course.
What keeps you motivated to keep doing it though? Keep making music.
It's in my heart, man. I live, breathe everything hip hop, bro. Like it is what it is. I can't see myself living without it. Even though I get tired of it a little bit now, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not the way it was when I came in the game. So, you know, it's kind of hard to navigate now, but thank God that there's still some brothers that do original hip hop that I'm able to listen to, or if I don't, I put on my own. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Nice. When you say original hip hop, you know I'm gonna kick the door wide open. So listen, so are you referring to the AI movement?
No.
Okay, so let's clear that up because I want to know how you feel about the AI producers.
All right. This is a long conversation.
Okay, I got time. I got a whole hour.
All right. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Being a producer, being an executive producer and a producer and a hands-on producer, not a beat maker, not a track maker. I produce records. I know how to arrange, put stuff onto the right track, find the right vocals, go on the right tracks, do everything correctly. So when it comes to that, the people that are using AI as a tool is what I do, what I fuck with. The people that's just trying to throw some prompts in and then they take the whole prompt. They don't make the beat. They don't write a lyric. They don't do nothing. Y'all are whack for that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all horrible for that. Like that ain't gonna fly. But like what I do, I'm doing 2 AI albums now. But for me, I feel like it's the cheat code.
No, listen, hold up. You're not gonna skate past all this. So listen, you say you do it, you just kicked over the door on me. So listen, you're doing 2 AI albums, right?
Yes, 3 really.
Okay, 3 really.
Yeah.
Explain to the people tuned in what you mean. You're doing 3 AI albums.
Okay. So just last year I lost my mother.
Rest in peace, man. Sorry to hear that.
Thank you, brother. And during that time, me as a producer, I'm still mourning, but I've been going through so much. For me and my mother was close, but I've been going through so much mentally and even trying to keep my sanity and all the rest of that. with still trying to be a grandfather, a father, and a producer, and a business and an entrepreneur, trying to keep everything rolling. And then sometimes it's just, it was easier for me. That's when I started getting into the Suno thing, like around that time, because my mind's all over the place. And then I can't, how can I say, I don't know how to sing or rhyme, right? I make music and produce.
Mhm.
And then my feelings and stuff that I was going through during that time, the only way for me, like, I can't have another person explain my feelings, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And my emotions at that time. So I was able to write the prompts, write the right stuff, put the music in from my heart and my feelings about losing my mother. And the main project I'm doing is, you know, AI generated. I changed the lyrics, I arranged it, I arranged the vocals, I take all the tracks out of it, and then, but it's an expression of how I felt during my morning. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's easier for me to use AI than to try and tell a person this is, and have my man that rhyme, like my man K Song or somebody, and then some of it ain't rhyming, it's singing, it's just my feelings. And it was just easier for me to express that using AI than a regular person. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just easy.
Gotcha.
Now
So,
that's what we think the same thing you saying. Using it as a tool to enhance what you're already doing.
nice at, right?
Yeah,
Right.
it's dope. You know what I mean? But sitting there and be like, yo, just write me a song about my car and it's blue and make the beat sound like Nelly, like that shit is whack. Like,
No,
you know what I'm saying?
super whack, my nigga. Super whack. You gotta put some type of originality into it anyway, even with the copyright laws. You have to be able to put your own spin on everything. You just can't jack those. It's like you're jacking a robot. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Like you just stealing from fucking a computer, my nigga. Like, nah, we don't do that. If you're creative and you know how to do it, I know how to do it without AI.
Right. That's the
just have,
tool. That's
you know what I'm
the thing.
Right.
Mhm.
I successfully did it for years without AI.
Right.
So
Right.
with me, that's why I said I feel like it's a cheat code, because with me, I'm just nice at what I do, the way I do it. And then having that advance and sprinkle on the top of it, and me direct it without an argument, without a fight, without a
Yeah, without having
without,
to face somebody
without,
down, without having to go buy weed, without having
without
to go
Bowie,
pay.
without AI going to jail or getting
Yeah,
pregnant,
Yeah.
or none of that
all
other
of that.
shit.
Facts.
Look, man,
Facts.
that and it won't hold up my timeline. Like, the only thing
Right.
holding up my timeline is me.
It's
You know what I'm
yourself,
saying?
right?
Right.
Right.
So, and, you know, I really feel strongly about people that use it, but creatively as a tool. I think it's dope if they do it that way. I just don't like the straight jacking. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this. I don't think we asked you this last time. When you did What's My Name with DMX, did you know it was gonna be what it was
No.
when you made it?
Well, I, I always tell a story like this, and it's the actual fact. I was in Murder Inc. in Def Jam. Me, Chris, and Irv, God bless the day, Irv, we all grew up together. So when I got through Irv, when I found out Irv was an A&R, I got through him through Onyx. I had did the Onyx Shut 'Em Down record with DMX on it, but Irv was the A&R for Onyx's last album on Def Jam. And then that's how Irv found out that I even made beats, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And was producing. So
Wait, you ain't tell your man that you made beats and he had a company?
now, see, that was the whole thing. Irv was just an A&R back then. I'm talking about Varick Street Def Jam.
Yeah.
Oh, so before even
Yeah.
Murder Inc. and all that.
Before Murder Inc. even came about.
Gotcha.
Like, Murder Inc. came about after when he brought Ja, because even with that time, he was trying to introduce Get At Me Dog, you know what I'm saying? But he was an A&R for at Def Jam on Varick Street first.
Right.
For a couple of projects, and that's when Leo and Kevin and them niggas said, and he had X, he had Ja, you know what I'm saying? He had Jay, he had a lot of dudes that he was bringing to the table, and then they gave him Murder Inc. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Right.
it all started from the Onyx shit, you know what I'm saying? When I did Shut 'Em Down, and that was one of the first records DMX even rhymed on. If you go back and think about it, He was kind of introduced through that record. You know what I'm saying? And then Get At Me Dog came out after that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was playing the beat for Chris in the studio in his office. And I'm playing a bunch of beats and he's going through the beats and he got to that beat. Now mind you, I made that beat like 3 o'clock in the morning. My eyes closed. I think I was high as fuck. You know, back then I was on all kinds of drugs. Who knows what the fuck I was on back then. But I was on some shit. I didn't like the beat. And when Chris was playing, it was getting to play, I said, nah, skip that. That shit whack. And Chris said, nah, that shit sounded crazy in the intro. Let me listen. And then Chris went back, played the whole shit. He said, man, this shit crazy. And he ran in, took it to Irv in Irv's office. Then Irv was like, oh shit, this shit crazy. So you might have got one. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, he took it to DMX. And he recorded it with DMX. I wasn't in the studio with all that. He recorded it with X. You know what I'm saying? And then it turned out to be my biggest record. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. All right. So explain to us that feeling. Like you got Irv, and at that point in time, this is on like X's third album, right?
Yeah, it was his third.
So X is already established.
Yeah.
The Murder Inc. run, you're in full swing of the Murder Inc. run.
With them,
yeah.
Right.
Well, no, that's the start of the Murder. That's kind of the beginning of the Murder Inc. run.
Yeah, it definitely
not What's My Name?
Well, it was like 3 years in when I say beginning. Three to 4 years in.
I mean,
because
What's My Name?
X
two
did
albums
back.
out first.
That's what I'm saying. And Irv was already Irv was the talk in the
I see
town.
what you're saying. Yeah, I
so
see what you're saying.
So imagine, like, because I produce, so I've been in the studio and we've gotten a call for the placements and stuff.
Right.
But I mean, you're talking about Skip It, and you got
You got the plug.
No, you got you got to remember at that point in time, Murder Inc. arguably probably was the hottest record label out.
It was. Wasn't nothing
That's
hotter.
what I'm saying. So this and they're sitting there saying, yo, you got one. You like, nah. And it is the intro to get you. Because when you hear the keys first come in and then and then it drops, they knew exactly what they were doing.
Yeah, and he heard the intro, just the intro, and then he's like, wait, that shit sound crazy, and ran it back. And then after that, shit. And then I had an opportunity to be in the video, though, because I went to the video shoot, and they was going to put me in the video, but back then I was still in the streets and doing what I was doing, and, you know, back in the street days when you growing up in the hood, it's like, nigga, stay off the camera, nigga.
Yeah. Now we wish we had those pictures.
Yeah, I wish I would. You know what I'm saying? The niggas would have understood it more, but you know, and I wouldn't have to explain myself as much. But you know what I'm saying? I was right there for the whole video shoot. And they told me, get in the video. I was like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this. Knowing Irv's influence on Jay-Z as far as career, you and Jay-Z don't got nothing in the tuck that we don't know about?
No. We the stuff that I did with Jay was through Irv too. And it was when on Murdergram with Ja and Jay-Z
and X.
And then the Hit 'Em All joint that came on at the end of the video you see is Murdergram, and then it splits to another video. That second one was my joint. And then I did another joint with Envy, where Envy did his mixtape joint. I did the Hova joint on there. But then Envy went and made it look like he did the beat.
He did it, right.
It's crazy, bro. But,
Self, coming up in the era that you came up in and understanding, like you said, you know, you were in and out. Like you were doing the music, but music wasn't paying all of your bills. So, you know, sometimes you got to go and do what you got to do. That's understandable. Now looking back, do you kind of regret knowing that a lot of people or the field isn't wide open for the people who actually did the music?
No, not at all.
Okay, explain.
I mean, Times is definitely different. Today is more about being seen in content. You know what I'm saying? Producers don't even get as much credit, I think, as they should, even the new ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just it's an overshadowed craft. But I always tell this story about how I feel the game got a little fucked up for producers was when Pro Tools came and Cubase came. First it was Cubase, it wasn't a Pro Tools. It was Cubase first, and then right after that they made Pro Tools, but Pro Tools was $100,000, and only the labels could use Pro Tools.
Could afford it, right?
Could afford it. But then they started making Pro Tools LE, the limited edition,
yeah,
and selling it for $200-300.
Well, shit, that was LimeWire days, right? Where you could go back and
get
it,
get the whole call it, the whole, what was that again? The download DMG. What was that?
The torrent file.
The torrent.
Yeah. Shit, kill a whole computer in one download. You're like, yo, damn, I can't even do nothing.
That shit give you viruses like a motherfucker.
All of that. You got to check. You got to download like 10 of them just to get one that actually works. Yeah.
Oh, shit. When that happened, see, the craft of producing, even if you look back to Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, you look back to Motown, you look back to producers, they would put people, bands, they would put a bass, a guitar, all that in a room, make a hit record. You feel me?
Right.
And then Jimmy Jam, one of them, they would produce the record. They'll make the bass player do this and the singers sing this and they help with the lyrics and produce it. And then they had to lay down each piece to the SSL board on 2-inch tape. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
On the 2-inch reels and tape.
And carry that shit, and then don't have to re-record.
That was the master.
Yeah.
Right? If you remember correctly, that was the master. So when Pro Tools came about and Cubase came about, that's when it went from like cassette tapes, and it was tape because the 2-inch reel was tape.
Tape.
It was once it went from tape to computer. Dudes was then going to CDs, and you would put your beats on CDs to shop. Now follow me. So once it went from a cassette tape, and if I made a beat like, and I'll use a perfect example. I did Smith & Wesson, right? Black Trump, very first record that hit the radio for me, right? I went to D&D Studio, and they paid me $15,000 to come lay the beat. But it was the process of laying the beat.
Right.
Where the value came in at. In order for them to get the beat that they wanted to use to put out,
you had to go do it.
They paid me to bring the MP, the ASR 10, all the Triton, the Trinity, whatever you're using.
They wanted to see you do it right then and there.
No, you had to lay piece by piece.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
Even if you had it on that little fucking floppy disk that used to fuck up, you had to go play it so it could record it.
And the process would be the kick. I would have to lay, if it's a 5-minute record, lay the kick by itself 5 minutes. Then lay the hat by itself 5 minutes.
Jeez, damn.
The head by itself for 5 minutes. It was a process.
Right.
And that's what the labels paid for.
Got you.
Because they couldn't get it no other way with the track.
Right.
Once computers came into play and Pro Tools came into play, nigga take, and you put your beat on CD, nigga put it on CD, it's already a 2-track. Nigga go in the studio, record it and be like, I don't like it no more, and then they stop paying the producer.
Right.
It's no more the process of hearing on cassette, and there's no way for them to get it to lay it down unless they had to pay you to come in and track it. But with a CD, you don't need the person there. You got it on a CD. You could dump that shit to the computer and record it, and then they mix and master. Like
now in today's age, absolutely.
Nah, but look, that happened to me with, Cam is my nigga. Like my right hand, that's my nigga. But with the Dipset Anthem song I did, them niggas had put that beat out a year before I got paid.
Really?
That beat was put out a year before I was able to get paid.
Did they use that? They used that for a mixtape first, right?
Yeah, they used it for a mixtape.
And then they ended up
They ended up having to, but they told me they was buying the beat, but then they took it, recorded it, and used it for a mixtape.
Got you.
I remember that was a hot summer. I was out there in Harlem that summer. I remember that that shit was crazy.
Yeah, that summer was loose, and the record was tearing that shit up too.
Yeah.
That
So
shit was tearing it up.
You've been around for a while, right?
Yeah.
So now from being around as long as you've been and seeing all the changes, you just went through the reel, you went through the CD player. Remember the different versions. Now we in the streaming, and if we see the music is shifting once again, now we got this AI, and you see I forget what's the name, DistroKid, I believe, is selling for like 2 billion. Then you got other platforms selling as well. What do you think? Where do you think this is going next for music?
Oh God. It's AI, bro.
But what does that mean for the artist? Like, let's really break it down, because let's really think about it. Like you said, y'all not getting y'all credit already. What's gonna happen now?
It's weird. It's a weird time, bro. Like, it's never been, or I couldn't even imagine it being to what it is now from what I grew up on and loved when I got into it. What it is now is just totally different, bro. And it's hard to even call where it's going. I really feel like if you're a producer or you're an artist, you just got to make the music for yourself and go to DTC, direct to consumer, get your fan base up and sell right to your fan base.
I'm glad you said that, because I say that shit and they be looking at me like, Chris, I could only sell 10 copies. That's a lot more money than you're gonna sell going to the streaming site.
Streaming. But the whole like, this is my only other thing too, because I do a lot of consulting with this music stuff because I've been in it so long, and now I know the back office shit. I tell all my artists, because I'm putting out 8 EPs this summer, right?
8.
On 8 different niggas, right?
I need to be featured on there on one of those AI items. Let me say, yo.
I got one with my man Mendoza. Remember Mendoza from Capone Noriega War Report?
Okay.
Mendoza from Left Rack. Me and him got a crazy project. I got Johnny Cash. I got a bunch of dudes that I'm doing shit with. K-Son Skrilla, that's my heart. And then I'm doing my 2 AI joints, and then my kids rhyme. Both of my sons rhyme. So I'm putting them niggas out. I figure I might as well put my talents more into my family and put close people than anything. But I tell them all the time, you have to build a fan base. Nobody likes the process anymore. Everybody wants the instant gratification. If you go to direct to consumer and you got 1,000 fans give you $10, that's still more than you would make off of streaming.
That's 10 grand. You're gonna go make $5. I mean, what was it? $100, I believe.
Yeah. And then you package it with merch or a hat or something else. You can charge $20 per pop and sell your music. But you gotta build a fan base.
Right.
Nobody wants to go through the process of building the fan base. And that's why I only fuck with certain artists. Like Mendoza, he gets it. He does the process. Cash, the process. K, the process. Like, there's plenty of dudes I would do projects with, but I don't, because they just want the instant gratification. They don't want to put the work in to do direct to consumer.
All right.
Hold on, Shad. I want to put him on the spot real quick. So you got a company where you have I don't even know what a media company.
Yes, I have a film production media company.
All right, so I got to put you on the spot. Why you ain't signing RecBoys yet? What's going on here? What's going on here? I got to put you on the spot.
I got y'all, man. I didn't launch it yet because I'm still in the makings of it. I got financing for it, but I'm still just taking my time putting it together the right way. But as soon as I do, I'm pulling everybody that I need to into it, man. Family.
Got you. So, like, all right, so you do a lot of consulting.
Right.
So a new artist comes to you. Their music is average. It's not great, but it's not bad.
Right.
And they have an online presence.
Okay.
But their talent is a little bit better than their online presence. What do you tell them?
Keep going. In today's climate, if the talent is better than the online presence, they have to consistently keep just putting stuff out. It's gonna come. Like it has to come. It's mandatory. And it's like it's the laws of the land too. Like I'm really big on I'm Indian, so I'm big on like the law of the land and everything else, right? A lot of people, the law of the land is even with a snowball effect, if you just get the snowball rolling a little bit
Right.
down the mountain, it starts getting bigger and bigger and turn into an avalanche, right? Or a snowball. You keep attracting shit. People, they'll start and then stop right when they could be getting their break. And then if you got all this talent, it's so much discouraging. Life be discouraging, but if this is in your heart and you love doing this, there's nothing that should stop you from moving forward. Don't get caught up in social media and all that. Just consistently put out your music. And I tell a lot of people too, it's millions of people on this fucking planet, bro. Millions of people on this planet. You mean to tell me you can't get 1,000 fans?
Yeah, no, when you say it like that, it's
millions of people. And there's got to be people that love music, even if your shit is whack to me, right? It might be nice to somebody else. In case in point, when the DMX shit, I didn't like it.
Right.
But they heard it and it turned into a hit. You can't determine who's going to like your shit. The public decides that. You know what I'm saying? The public decides that. I could sit here and I tell a lot of niggas too. Niggas be like, yeah, I got this hit song, OG, and I'm holding it for this. What the fuck you holding it for?
Yo, you saying everything we say every week, and people be like, yo, you're bugging.
Nah, you holding it for what reason? Like, you could die tomorrow, first off. You ain't no guarantee you're going to wake up. You know what I'm saying? So the next part is, nigga, the attention span of everybody right now is so short. You have to just keep consistently putting shit out. You don't know who's gonna make a hit record, and it might be hot to you, or not be hot, but you don't know who else in the world gonna like your shit, bro. Let the shit go. Say a prayer, do your craft, say a prayer over it, let that shit fly. You know what I'm saying? Don't be the hottest nigga in your car.
No, yeah.
I tell niggas this all the time. They be the hottest nigga in their car. Their moms, their sister, the girl.
Everybody know their shit, right?
That get in their car
know their shit, yeah.
This shit mean. But nobody in the else in the world heard your shit because you want to hold it and play it in your car.
Yeah. So if you know what I think is the source missing now? They're not outside. And I don't mean outside like that. I mean like they're not networking and shit like how we were. Like everybody used to be out. Like you could go, you knew on a Friday where to go. You knew on a Saturday where to go. You knew where people were gonna be, where you could go and network and meet people. These artists these days, they think post to the social media and that's all. That's the work for them. There's way more to that. They get lost. I can see you probably got some artists that you work with where you have some records and you're like, yo, bro, I could get you to go perform here. They're like, nah, it's all right. I'm gonna go live tomorrow. We're gonna talk. Like what?
Yeah. And to be absolutely honest, I think it's designed to confuse you nowadays more than anything. Now, mind you, too, I got stories for days. Back in the days, I used to fuck around with Search, MC Search. He's a close friend of mine. And
y'all still cool? Y'all still cool?
I mean, I seen him because I'm an executive producer up at Shade 45, right? At Shade 45 for a show, and some other shit, Shade 45. So he came up there one day and we interviewed him. And when I see him, he cool and whatever, it's whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I remember it was one lawyer, he had a bunch of Jewish lawyers, and them niggas used to just say, they used to do a lot of shit just to trick niggas out of their publishing. And buy up mad publishing. And just trick people and design it so you get confused. And I say that to say, do the work, see the results, bro.
Right.
At the end of the day, all this following what this person say or that person say on social, it's all confusing. None of the information seems to be right. Everybody's a guru online. Everybody knows this and knows. I don't listen to a fuck thing online no more. at all. From the news to the music moguls and all this other shit, like, it's just designed to confuse people. I say just make the music you love, say a prayer, put it out to the world. You never know. One record could change your motherfucking life, like it did mine.
Absolutely.
One fucking record.
Self.
Yes.
Queens get the money. Queens get the money. All right, now listen. How proud are you of Queens and the contribution that Queens has given to hip hop?
Ooh, Lord, I'm overly ecstatic, bro. I'll debate all day about it with anybody. Bronx made it. I know it for a fact. But hands down, Queens turned it into some other shit.
Yo, like, no, because I mean, I'm not from the Bronx. I'm not from none of the boroughs.
Right.
But you know, sitting back and seeing the development of hip hop, you know, it's just like, oh, man, when you go through and you see the Run DMCs, then you see the freaking Marley Marls, Juice Crew, Shan, LL. Then you get into freaking, oh my God, Onyx and everybody else is Mobb Deep and Nas and all of these people who who have really 50. You get what I'm saying? And then it's like,
but then you talk about that, like when you run down the names, you can run down the names for each borough, right? Anyway, is no other borough that got the most moguls and artists than Queens.
No,
you're right. But I'm from Brooklyn, so you know there's no other borough that has the biggest moguls.
The moguls.
I know you going plural. I get you. I get you. I just gotta talk my shit because you know Brooklyn always take it. You know what I mean?
Brooklyn definitely.
Right.
That ain't no bullshit. That's the truth. And all shout out to my niggas in the Pride, Marcy and all that. But yeah,
right.
But when you talk moguls, you say Steve Stout. You say fucking, if you look at Nas now, he's a mogul now.
Russell.
You look at Russell Simmons.
Yeah, Run is a mogul on his own.
All by itself, like these guys pioneered and everything. Like I get it started in places, and everybody, every borough and state contributed over the years.
Right.
Because in our hood growing up, we heard music a certain way. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But there's a hood in every state on the planet. There's a hood in Africa. You know what I'm saying? Niggas got their own way of listening and the way they like shit in their own hood. So everybody, to me, contributes to their style of hip hop. That's what made the whole shit, you know what I'm saying, turn into what it is today as a great thing to be involved in. It's just confusing now.
Look at my son. Just like a Brooklyn nigga. Just like a little dirty nigga from Brownsville. Just like a little dirty nigga from Brownsville. No, listen, but
that's a debate, B.
No, listen, he's from Brooklyn. He's from Brownsville. So there's no crack in that nut.
Yeah.
He's
from Brownsville too.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like they don't understand. But it is like, you know, Brooklyn has a history, and hopefully we could get a great Brooklyn producer on and we could go through it.
No,
but right now,
Brooklyn. If you have to put a lineup together of just the boroughs, is to me would be Queens first. Brooklyn.
Wait, we talking artist wise or producer?
We just talking overall.
Music.
Like,
just talking about music.
Music, just music by itself. Even R&B, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Add that to it. Brooklyn got serious R&B and hip hop. Like lineage, like so when you look at it in a nutshell, I still gonna go with Queens.
Right.
But Brooklyn, definitely. I know a lot of great R&B artists, hip hop artists that come out of Brooklyn, like producers, nice as fuck, like rappers, like my niggas. Most of my niggas is from Brooklyn if they ain't from Shadyville, where I'm from, or from the South Side. You know what I'm saying? And then Harlem. You know what I'm saying? But Harlem is after that, and then the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? And
I don't care what nobody says. Listen, I'm a hip hop fan. I'm a child of hip hop.
Yeah.
Listen, when you're talking about arguably the best, who are the best rappers, male rappers, there's a Queens nigga in there. When you talk about arguably the best female MCs of all time, there's a Queen chicks in there. When you go in there and talk about producers, and we're just going in the boroughs, we're just going in the boroughs.
Just the
Yo, listen, how we got self-serve, but what this nigga got to match up against Havoc. Like, you get what I'm saying?
And have my
Like,
man.
That's what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say. So there's
down, bro.
Yeah, no, there's a lot going on for Queens and
Rockweiler.
Yeah, another one.
Niggas sleeping.
Yeah, so you know,
how you say you got the most sold artists? No,
he's talking about Brooklyn. He's talking about he's talking about Hove and Big, and I get it, but
it's Hove
on that.
Big, Hove and Big.
I know. Don't listen. This one right here.
Nah,
this one right here.
You got
ask who he get money with. He get money with the Queen. He get money with the Queen.
Right.
No, he get money with the Queen.
Oh,
Nikki,
okay.
He get money with the Queen from Queen.
Right.
Stop.
Nigga,
Stop.
come on, man.
He gotta stop. Yeah, he gotta stop.
He said top 3 Biggie J and then
Here we go. Listen, even so, he's in the question. So now when you go to top 3 producers in New York, you're gonna have a Queens nigga in the top 3. You're gonna, and now when you say female rapper, you're gonna have the Queen in the top 3. When you say moguls, listen, if it wasn't for Def Jam, none of this shit would be happening.
None of it. So you gotta say Russell.
I think it goes to what he said earlier. I think everybody could have that statement. Because you're gonna have somebody from Harlem say the same thing.
Yeah,
there's always gonna be a Harlem producer and Brooklyn, same thing. Like,
yeah, but there's always gonna
Staten
be the one
Island,
first. There's always gonna be the pioneer.
borough.
Yeah, but there's always gonna be the pioneer, and they pioneered so much. And I'm not even on the Queens thing. Like all my fam is from Brooklyn.
Right.
But it took me having an honest look at hip hop and sitting back and understand. You know when I understood how important Queens was to hip hop? When I seen Nas step out and do the 50th. That's when it was like, hold on, let me look at this. Let me look at the overall picture. And then he comes out with the retirement thing. This ain't, listen, you can say all of that, but nobody from the Bronx is doing that.
I seen it way before that, and maybe Self could attest to this. Queens didn't get a lot of respect back in the day, musically.
No, we didn't.
It took. Oh, somebody must have called them.
Yeah,
it took for the Nas's and them to get that buzz in Queens. Damn, I was hoping so he could. What I'm saying? It took certain artists to get that buzz. You know, like even Left Rack. No, they didn't know what it was, even though it's one of the biggest projects. I think it's the biggest project in Queens. Like, you know what I mean?
Queensbridge.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's the biggest one, yeah.
Yeah. So,
but I mean, no. Like I said, like
I guess what I'm saying is it takes time for people to catch up, or not even catch up, like understand the prevalence people had in this game. You know what I mean? Because what I was saying was back in the day, it took certain artists for Queens to get the name that they had, even though they had, even with running them. They people knew about Queens, but it took to hit the streets, like the hoods. It took other artists, the Nas's and them. That's where it started
expanding.
Right,
man. Listen, I don't listen
because I'm being from Brooklyn. I didn't hear run like that.
Who
I
run?
had to go. Yeah, I had to go to Queens because I had family in Queens. I started hearing them when I went to Queens. It was like, yo, hold on, let me get that tape, and then music.
Then you went back and
music was moving like that. Even when I used to go upstate, I used to take mixtapes from Harlem up there.
Yeah, I mean them niggas that used to do that.
Yeah, take it upstate, and they'd be like, "Oh shit, oh yeah, that's Mano, for example. Who the fuck's Mano?" And then they start learning. You know what I mean?
But back then, there was a few platforms that got everything out the right way, and you could go back to them platforms and see who dominated them platforms. Because then Run DMC did Walk This Way with fucking
Aerosmith.
Come on, B.
Yeah,
mm-hmm. and that was
and even then, like when I think about it, it wasn't about them niggas was from Queens. Them niggas was rapping. So
It was the
represent
culture.
hip-hop.
It was
Yeah,
about the culture.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
no, and that's what I'm saying. Queens pushed the culture so much forward than they pushed Queens.
Yeah.
Like, yo, dude, a lot of people didn't know that
that was a
Juice
good
Crew
fact.
was from
Nah,
Queens
he
because
just touched it right on.
That was a good
no,
fact.
no,
Now, say
because
that
that's
shit
where
again.
I'm at. No, because that's where I was at with it. It was like, yo, dude, I listen to Rockbox. I listen to Mary,
Right,
like
right.
I listen to that. I know, yo, listen,
Right.
like you had to really. It became later on when people started saying, yo, they're from there. Like Search, before the Nas thing came up, I didn't know where Search was from. I didn't even give a fuck. Like, you get what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying he was the dope white boy that could dance. Him and Prime Minister, the gas face, they had a
Wow,
good
I
song.
haven't heard that name in a
No,
minute.
but like this is a kid from, I'm the suburb black. Like, I'm not from the boroughs, but I'm close enough to go to the boroughs, so it doesn't take that long. But us getting it, I didn't know Onyx from Queens until people started telling. You know when I found out it was a big thing? When I went to prison and people were trying to play the Queens niggas. And they would say Queens.
They always go Queens.
Yeah, see, look, see, he know. And
we got mad at that shit, nigga.
Yo,
the Queens
listen.
niggas got mad in jail. Everything about that
and
shit went hard.
And then I ran into a nigga who was running with Ja. And he started slapping niggas every time. No. And then it was like, oh shit. And then they would have debates in the yard, and they would sit there, and he would be like, wait, what are you talking about? Queens, what? And then he start going down the line, and I'm like, oh shit. Like, we didn't look at it as these guys are pioneer things. You get what I'm saying? We didn't start getting into the borough thing until about, later on with like the little bit of the end of KRS-One dominating Sham the way he did, and then Jay-Z and Brooklyn. Before, it was just music. Nobody really cared.
Yo, you better not let Shan hear you say that shit.
Yo, listen,
call him and send it to him after the show.
And let him know, because I'm gonna let him know I was talking to self-service. I got Queens natives too, nigga.
Oh, that's it. Like, Shan's my brother, man.
I know.
Shan gonna curse self out. Like, what the fuck you mean?
Shan cursed me out the last time he was here. I ain't messing with Shan.
Yeah.
But like, I just want to give respects to Queens, because how much they really, really influence hip hop. And I have a platform, and I just want to let it be known. Like, anytime I can stand on something that's really solid, and we can go through the history, man, you got to give it up for him. And like I said, yo, Jay won the battle, but we not even here for that. We gonna get into the trivia.
You touched
Jay, look, hands down, my favorite rapper in New York.
See,
Hov.
See,
right.
But we still got to give the homage to. Yeah, we still got to give the
I think
homage.
the takeaway for the whole thing is, when it was being done and being created, it wasn't about
that.
It was about moving the culture forward, moving us forward, getting us a voice to be heard, getting us a voice to be seen. Like, we were oppressed. We weren't able to express how we felt. You know what I mean? Along the line, that shit was lost.
But you know what's crazy? My man had a talk. I'm gonna just say this quick. I know we press, but even when Melly Mel and them niggas in the Bronx, and there was block parties back in the 70s and the rest of that, the rapping shit came about when MC stands for Master of Ceremonies.
Right.
So these dudes, they be breakdancing, and the DJs would be out there cutting the records up. Their mom's turntables. It wasn't even techniques. Then techniques came. But the battles would come from the culture on who could, say the slickest shit as the master of ceremony on the mic. So it was really a battle and cultural thing. And we would go from block party to block party, borough to borough, and battle people. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole culture of it. Today is, Queens did push it a lot, but it's, the white man done took it and turned it into some other.
Yeah.
Yo, real quick, did you watch?
Damn, you summed that up good.
Listen, did you see the Hov interview with GQ?
I seen some of it.
All right,
that was a good interview.
Very good.
It was a good interview. Did you see the part where he says, the element where he broke down the elements of hip hop and how he's like, they're no longer ours. and he alluded to saying the battling part, we're losing control of it, and now it's no longer being ours. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, exactly. And that's why even what I said earlier about is so confusing. Like we done, and it's crazy. I'm gonna be absolutely honest, but contributing so much that I contributed to hip hop, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sad at how it is now. Because of that, we lost it. Like it was ours, like wholeheartedly, and niggas stood on business with it too. You know what I'm saying? For the first in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, niggas was standing on business with it. But now it's done got, what's that word? Marginalized or whatever the fuck. It's gonna turn into some other shit. Like you got the, and I don't have nothing against gay people, but it just turned to some whole other shit. You know what I'm saying? compared to what it is. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it.
That's talented as fuck and the rest of that, and I believe that. But when I feel like when you try to push the narrative on everybody about it, there's one thing of being yourself, and we love you for being you. Like just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to make. And I say this because it was a time in the 2000s when they stopped playing hardcore hip hop.
Right.
They didn't want nothing to do with where hip hop really came from.
I used to blame that shit on Nelly. I'm sorry, I said that out loud.
It got commercialized.
Right.
It got way more commercialized because usually you get on in New York, we get on the poles, do pull-ups, play beats. That's corner shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas on the corner on the block doing what they doing and listening to hip hop. But when they took it and turned it into, well, you got to look this way or say this certain thing or this, that, it just messed it up. You know what I'm saying? To the point that I love the Griselda movement because it brought back the feeling of original hip hop, like the original hip hop feeling, and a lot more dudes is gravitating back. And I'm God body, so I do believe everything is a cipher. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Everything gonna come back around in full circle. You know what I'm saying? And then when it does, and I see it transforming now, and I think, to be honest, it's kind of like a good time if you got this mind frame of doing direct to consumer.
Right.
If you in that mind frame, leave DistroKid, all the rest of the other shit alone, because they robbing the shit out you. They robbing everybody. And that's a whole nother interview. They are robbing niggas.
Yo, listen, Self, I want to know, where's the manual at? I know you got the manual printed up somewhere for like $29.99. You can download
It's on my website. Go to the
Oh
website.
yeah. All right. Yeah, because you pitching it too much.
The courses, I got the game, I got all kinds of shit. I got merch, I got everything all on my website, www.superproducerself.com.
Yo, you got beat kits on? You got drum kits on there?
I got beat kits on there, tracks, every last thing. www.superproducerself.com.
Nice.
Everything. If you want to book a consultation, if you want a video, you want to be on the network, everything merch, the whole shit is there.
Gotcha.
And I use AI to do it. See, this.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm not mad at you. Listen, I got the paid service for AI. I'm not playing no games. I'm not getting left behind. I'm not getting.
I ain't gonna put the game out on which one is the one.
Yeah.
But do you niggas need to
do your research, figure it out.
Yeah.
No, figure it out.
You know what's crazy is I had somebody at the job tell me the other day, it's like, yo, because I use AI at the job, right? And they was like, do you tell AI thank you? And I'm like, nah, fuck no, I don't tell AI thank you. And he told me, he was like, man, when they take over, I will hate to be you. And I started thinking about it. I'm like, yo, damn, fuck, I'm gonna start telling the motherfucker thank you every time he answers a question or some shit. Like it could it get that serious? You think?
It's already that serious. They got a social media network. Somebody showed me a social media network for AI.
Just for AI. No, I'm pretty sure
there's social again with each other. This shit
wow.
is out of control. All I'm saying is, and if you don't use it or learn how to use it properly, you're going to be fucked.
Wow.
There it is.
What's
And
up?
that's just it.
So I want to say thank you for coming on the show once again.
No, I got a video. We're gonna go through.
Oh, you gonna play a video?
Yeah, because we got him on here. Yo, listen, man, this guy self-serve, right? Listen,
We might have to get him on like once a month so we get everything. It might take a whole year to get everything.
I don't mind.
But we don't have like, and shout out to the guests that we do get, but there's not.
Thank you. Somebody says,
say thank you.
There's not a lot of times that we get, somebody who has this much skin in the game for as long as he has. Now, we didn't even get into the stories. We're talking educational shit right now. We talking about building. We're not even talking about the stuff that we might when we blowing the blunt and we just hanging out and snap. Yo, you know what I just remembered? Yo, you get what I'm saying? We're just scratching the surface. But
we got to get him and Jimmy on together. So they can tell the Irv Gotti story. Yeah. Tell the Irv Gotti stories. That's my guy.
No, we got to get them two and the homie Bobby with Bobby Simmons and get them all on the same time.
You remember the flavor, the flavor shit?
Yeah.
So, all right, so listen, I got an artist, I got a video. This is our segment called Rec or Rec. You give out advice. You're working with artists. I definitely want to hear your input.
Rec REC means is dope, reaching everything conceivable. That's what we do over here. We try to reach everything conceivable. Or if it's a car wreck, the shit is trash. And then you could tell them why.
Okay.
But I picked this one specifically for you two, for both of y'all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right.
So what we gonna judge the video?
Yeah, let me know what
the lyrics,
everybody tune in is gonna judge the video.
Okay.
I just need y'all to listen to it. I just need you to listen.
Shit.
I just
This
need
shit-
you to listen.
this
All
shit
right?
probably-
Look at my homie. He pulled the bucket down low, just like a nigga from Queens. That's what I'm talking about. And a nigga from Brooklyn want to take a shot. This is see. We
You
already
make me
get-
want to take a shot now too.
Yeah, see.
I thought you was gonna have your cigar and all that ready.
I know.
I just got off the bike, man. I forgot to go get it. You know what I'm
See?
saying?
All right, yo, listen, you already know what it is. DJ RecBoy Shot, Mr. Catch Rec, the one and only self-service super producer. Let us know what you think on the other side. Rec or Rec. Let's go.
Cultural entertainment, sucker.
Hold on.
Hold up. This the motherfucking drama mix, nigga. Drop that shit.
Lately I've been talking with my life like return to New York to get my life right. My pendant in the dark look like a night light. Now 5-10,000 is a light night.
I said I went back to New York to get my stacks right. Then I went back OT to get my trap right. Bitch bagging OZs, you get them packs right. Got that 40 in the cup case they don't act right. Yeah, still got the plug on the lean, that's the act right. Still got them hoes in the telly for the act right. Posted on a block in the east, I went back right. Popping the bottles, we getting twisted shit. I can't remember last night. I said more money, more problems, this shit don't go away. Niggas want more drama, this shit'll go away. Niggas talking like they jaw can't get broke today. Pull up on your block and you get smoked today.
Lately I've been talking with my life like return to New York to get my life right. My pendant in the dark look like a night light. Now 5-10,000 is a light night.
What's up? Been a little patient at a time's right. Had to disappear to get my mind right. These niggas chasing clout, fuck a limelight. Cover face and eyes, better slide right. Factory shit, that thing airtight. When it touch in the air like air mic. They getting high like they don't fear heights. Get pop, hopped, I don't know what's a fair fight. Hate me a snake, let the serpent try. I get shot without my gun and I deserve to die. Let it fly, still that guy. Woke up
Return to New York to get my life right. My pendant in the dark look like a night light. Now 5, 10,000 is a light night.
It's the motherfucking drama makes you bitch ass niggas. 2025, we ain't playing with you. Big Bang Scott Soprano, Scout Shot, Bash Bam, what up, baby? Cook Monster the illest. You know the fucking vibe drama. Bang, scared, don't come outside. Brooklyn.
Cultural entertainment, sucker.
You already know what it is. DJ RecBoys Shop, Mr. Catch Rec, the one and only self-service. Yo, listen.
You're fucking, yeah, that's my guy. That's why you play that. Salute to Scott Soprano. That's my guy.
Right? Come back to New York to get your mind right.
Mind right. Yeah. I'm going to go back in the summer.
Come back to New York and get your mind right.
Fuck with that.
Right?
Fuck with that?
Nice.
Definitely. Lyrics, the beat, everything.
Took you back, right?
To me is New York.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
New York. That's what I grew up off of.
And it's wild because when I tell people, yo, this is my type of music. You know, I'm a dad, I'm a business owner, I'm a people person, I'm in the community. I gotta go to town meeting Thursday, and it's like I like violence. That's
how we grew up.
Yeah, it is not that I portray the violence. It's something about it that it's like I smell New York when I hear that. Like I literally get in that vibe,
New York, it's aggression that New Yorkers got. It's an aggressive music style that we have. Like
it's everything about New York.
Yeah, it's like we ain't soft niggas. Like, and it's just that. Like, I could rhyme, but niggas can rhyme, but I like all kinds of shit. But when it comes to niggas rhyming like that, even that look, the whole stance when niggas is doing this, that's
the hood. That's us.
You know what's crazy is I'm 10 years now in the corporate world, right? And moving up the ladder, I'm up there as far as like where the CEO is. Like I'm pretty close, right?
Right.
And when I walk in the room, I don't even say stuff 9 times out of the time. When we're done with meetings or whatever, they're like, "Oh, where you from?" And I'm like, "I'm from New York." Oh, I could tell. It was damn. I only said like maybe introduce myself. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just the demeanor. And then sometimes when you do speak, people take you as you're talking down to them.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And it's just like I find myself in weird places at times.
Yeah, my old lady, she from England, and she been living in Atlanta like after she left England. But even with our relationship, it was rough in the beginning because the way I talk and move, they take as
aggression,
or being too cocky or being. Look, I got a smart mouth. I talk shit, and I back it up. Like that's just me, and I don't mean to disrespect nobody, but that's just how I come across. And then there's a lot of shit that other people say that I don't deal with.
Right,
and that's just our politics. But we are aggressive people because we lived on top of each other. Like we gotta know how to deal with the drug dealers, the gangsters, the hoodlums, everything. And it's different than like I said, the hood shit is just different. Our shit, especially if you live in the projects, you're dealing with every mentality there is.
Absolutely.
You gotta have an aggression with you. And that's just what we New Yorkers is. Trump is a fucking New Yorker. That nigga's the worst.
Yeah.
Right there.
Don't put no smut on our name like that.
Eddie from Queens.
Eddie from Queens.
Eddie from Queens.
Yeah, y'all can have him. Y'all can have him.
Well, no. But
keep him.
He's so right though. He's absolutely right. It's just something, and it's not even like I'm not one of those guys. Yo, I'm from New York.
I gotta take a shot.
Yeah, I mean neither.
But wherever I go, that's the vibe. Like, oh, I know he's from. I'm not like Chris. Chris is the opposite New York. Chris is the opposite. He sit back and watch everything. I'm just being me, and they take you being you as yo, you want the attention.
Yeah.
It ain't even that because you in a room with 30 of them me's, and everybody feels the same way I feel because we all around each other. Like, you get what I'm saying? So at any given time, when you get us alone, we always gonna think we the flyest in the room. Don't matter if you from Harlem, Queens, Brooklyn.
Anybody.
bro. That's just us, especially coming from our era. Our music was the father, the mother, the grandmother to a lot of us. So, and that is what brought us, up and made us. That's how we are. So now we're adults and grandfathers. That's just us. It's in us.
Real quick before we get out of here, I got to tell the story because I don't think I said it last time. When What's My Name came out, I remember my boy bringing the CD with him to school. We had it in the locker room, and they played that song. And I remember listening to that song like 3 or 4 times back to back before we took the court, like in the locker room type shit. Then I remember telling them, "Yo, play this on the speaker when we go out." When I tell you that night I scored 37 points, that was my highest scoring out of my whole career, and it was that music, that vibe.
If y'all know about, like, I did the DMX, and this is go to the aggressive New York shit. I did DMX Was My Name. I did Black Trump. I did Shut 'Em Down for Onyx.
Another one.
I did Come Through with Noriega and Styles P.
Another one.
When I come through, I did Dipset. I got an aggressive sound with my production when it comes to hip hop. Like each joint that we turned into club joints was joints like the DMX wanted to tear the club up.
You the reason why they didn't want hip hop performing when Onyx was doing shit. Yo, shot when they played that shit in the clubs. People were getting, because back in the day the stabbing was big. The stabbing
was crazy.
Yo, what? What?
It got super violent, bro. Super violent. When Come Through came on, I was in the city in the club, and they played Come Through for the first time. The whole club went crazy, bro. Like I never, and that's what you asked earlier. The feeling of hearing my shit was so crazy, bro.
Nice. Nah, crazy. I bet. Especially at that magnitude. I remember.
I just came home from prison and got thrusted into that shit. 93, I came home. Then 95, I got a record on the radio. People call me, tell me, "Yo, you hear your shit on the radio?" That shit's like the illest feeling ever.
Yeah, if you and Biggie would ever got the link,
we did in the beginning, and then just when that mess happened, I was around through all that shit.
Yo, because your style of beats, the fit, that shit would have been something. What?
Woo. Look, I'm not even gonna hold you. These new projects I'm working on though.
Got that feel? That's what I need. I just like me. I don't listen. I like all the rap shit. I'm really not like unless you got a time capsule and you going back to 98, 99. I don't really care for the lyrics too much. I just like the beats. Like
crazy shit.
like facts. Like that's how I am with it.
That was incorrect.
Yeah.
And I did an instrumental project too, just because of that. People don't. Sometimes people can't even. My whole style of beats is it take a special nigga to rhyme properly.
Right.
Like my shit just a little different, and I always pride myself in not being like other producers, just having something different going with it. But the Mendoza project, Cash, my nigga Skrilla, K-Song, check that nigga. That nigga's loose, like. And he came under the tutelage of Jam Master Jay.
Gotcha.
So he knows his shit, but the sound that I got is gonna remind you of that. I kept it there. I didn't take it. Now my R&B shit and AI shit I'm doing for the inspirational shit, that's totally different. I got a whole fan base for that. But my street shit ain't gonna disappoint you, bro.
Nice. Yo, real quick, before we get up out of here, let everybody know where they can hear you at, where they can catch you at, what you got going on. Let the people know, homie.
All right, so the main place to find me is www.superproducerself.com. And then my Instagram is superproducerself. Them is the two main. Everything on this planet, all my achievements, accolades, all my classes, courses, beats, anything you need from me is right there on that website, www.superproducerself.com.
Nice.
Dope. Thanks, man. Thank you once again for chopping it up with us, man. Because I know you out there moving, shaking, doing your 1-2. So it's definitely dope. You take the time out to chop it up with us.
Always a pleasure, man. Whenever y'all have me, man, I'll come back. It ain't
Now, next time we
Yeah.
gotta do the trivia because listen, man, we gave Queens all the props tonight. I was trying to get a W for Brooklyn tonight, but Shad didn't want to play the trivia, man.
Right,
he didn't want to
right.
play the trivia. He wanted
Right.
Queens to go out on top tonight. Pause. Like,
Yo,
nah.
listen, I'm gonna hear it because all my whole fans, they're gonna be like, yo, my nigga, you went out like a punk last night. You was over there talking that Queen shit. You get what I'm saying? Now I got my wife is from Brooklyn, so I gotta deal with her like, yo, Queens.
Yeah, I'm definitely going inside right now after this and telling my wife to call your wife and be like, yo,
listen,
go listen to what Shad said.
watch,
See where Shad sleep at the night. I bet you he on the couch.
Oh my God.
Listen, self-service, man. It's always a pleasure. Yo, listen, we're not gonna wait too much long. We're not gonna wait no 2 years. We're not even gonna wait another year. We're gonna figure out something.
Nah, yo, Shad, he busy, man.
No, we gotta figure out something. Nah. Yo, listen,
I gotta get the number.
Too much
I gotta get the number because the last one I had don't work no more. So I gotta get the new shit so we could make the connection quicker next time.
We didn't even get to jump into his move and how he's back. He's in Atlanta now. Before he was
like I got my whole Harley Davidson culture shit I'm doing, and then I got my clothing shit. I'm doing a 420 event here for Shade 45. I'm working ahead. I'm a executive producer for Shade 45 weekend work show with Coach PR, DJ Stunner, and DJ Omanaya. Like I'm just out here.
Yeah, and he gonna sign the RecBoys here soon. Like, he got a lot going on, man.
You better figure it out. Well, listen, I don't know, man. Brooklyn, you was acting up tonight. He might just sign.
Oh, look, they said I got blocked. Stuff. They said you blocked me. You didn't change your number. You blocked me. They said.
That's what happened. But yo, listen, Self, man, we appreciate your time. Yo, listen, listen, whenever you want to come back, man, just let us know. All right.
Salute, y'all. Have a great evening.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Peace.
Nice. Super duper dope show.
Yeah, my man Carmelo said he got you blocked.
He probably got you blocked.
Nah. I'm telling you, listen, it's one thing. One thing I've learned in this music shit, just in the industry, period. Like, people be changing their shit a lot. You know what I mean? Because as they're moving and progressing, sometimes you were moving past certain individuals that you were doing business with before. You know what I mean? Or you're just trying to get a new chapter. You know what I mean? Like, even me, I changed my number a few years ago. Hurt when I changed my number because everybody who had my shit for the 20 years no longer got contact to me. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
But it's the gift and the curse. But you already know, man, we're at this point where it's reaching after conceivable. I want to say this, man. There's no excuses, there's no shortcuts. It's just work. Stay disciplined, man. Stand on your name. Build something real because hype fades, but legacy lasts forever. Remember, it's not about now. We in this instant gratification shit. It's not about now. It's about what lasts.
Absolutely. I'm 100 on that. Super duper dope show. Had a good time. Super producer, self-service. Always a pleasure. I just wish we had more time.
Yeah, I was never enough, especially when we get into these like, for everybody who knows, who be tapped in, our show is really structured. You know what I'm saying? So we got time frames for what we do, how we do what we do. So, but when we get into these conversations and being that, you know, we are fans of this culture and this hip hop, we kind of get taken down that path to where we turn into a fan during the interview almost.
Right.
You know, and we start reminiscing. Oh shit, I remember when that came out, or what he's talking about there. You know what I mean? So it's dope. It's almost nostalgic.
I'm a fan. Yo, listen.
Right.
I like our show, and shout out to all the up and comers. You know, everybody who's trying to get their music, trying to be known. But I like the older guys, the older generation, to pass on some of this knowledge that they have and some of these stories, because we started the show by being such fans of hip hop. So when we have the MC Shans, the Self-Service, the Phantom of the Beats, you know what I'm saying? These guys who have actually been in the industry, have tons and tons of stories, and want to just sit down with two kids who love hip hop, man, we forget that we have a job to do.
Right.
You know, you get into the things that, you know, man, fuck them people watching. Let me ask what I want to ask, you know, and you know, it's just super dope. I love being a personality. I love doing what I do here in the studio with the RecBoys. Shout out to my business partner. We always have super dope guests. Dave was just saying, he's like, yo, man, you need a throwback. You need an old school. It's
Oh,
like,
you were?
yeah,
I felt it. I'm not gonna lie.
down on me. And I was like, all right, I'm not gonna, you know, I always take my time. I don't listen to just everything everybody
And then
says.
I hit you. Well, you didn't even tell me that, first of all, but I
Yeah,
did
that's what I'm
salute to
saying.
you because I felt it.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
you know, I'm like, all right, well, we'll see what happens.
Pause. That shit didn't sound right. Pause.
Yeah. Pause.
You know what? I never used to play this pause shit, but now that I'm around a couple of these young guys and they keep playing it, I kind of feel like Mano, to where I'm being forced to play something pause that I don't want to play. You know what I mean? But in order that I don't have to, anyway, I don't want to do nothing to nobody. So let's just play the right politics, right? Like, next week we got Justin B. Hack from Dog the Bounty Hunter.
A nice little switch up.
He's doing music. He's been doing music, but now he's really going in. I believe, not that I believe, I know we got a track that we're gonna play of him.
Nice.
Not a video, but it's a track. We're gonna play it, but we also gonna get into all the bullshit that's going on with him and Dog and Lisa and the family members that are going crazy, because this seems to be an ongoing feud between them for a minute. And we have been blessed to be getting the
we get the exclusives.
The exclusives before, you know what I mean?
He's ready to say something. He comes to us, which is super duper dope. Like, this is another fan moment, and this has nothing to do with hip hop. Like, I'm not like, people watch Dog. You get what I'm saying? Whether you like it, you don't like it, you know exactly what we're talking about. You know the characters. So to be able to sit down with somebody who is a social star, you know, who people want to sit down and talk to and want to know how they really are. This is like another super dope thing. So shout out to my business partner, lining them up, knocking them down. In the studio with the RecBoys. We love you guys. If you missed any part of the show, Teresa, don't even worry about it. We didn't do trivia. We did do the video. The video was super dope. We had everybody rocking. Shout out to Sky Soprano. We got to get you on the show too.
Yo, listen, I hit him up. We've been talking. He want to do an in-person interview.
Well, then you might have to set that up. You might have to do.
Nah, I can't. Yo, listen, we got to do is the RecBoys, man. It's together. We're gonna do this shit. We're gonna figure it out. I might be going out there in the summer. We're gonna figure it out.
All right, we'll figure it out. But that is our time for this week. Yo, listen, ladies, if you're looking for something to do Friday, hit my wife, hit my inbox. We got a nice little thing going on at the Rec Room, 45 North Main Street. Invite only, so you gotta hit me. There's limited seats, so just let me know if you want to do something. It's gonna be super duper dope fun, and there's gonna be food. All right,
yeah,
you know, people like food. So nah, Teresa, listen, Teresa, we got so wrapped up. Self-service, man.
Definitely go back and check the interview though,
I be fanned out, so I don't be wanting it. I didn't even want to do the trivia, but I knew I had to. You know, he's such a great producer that I had to give him something to make him feel good about, you know, in the studio with the RecBoys. But you already know what it is.
Wait, before we get out of here, my people, hit us up for that merch. Summertime coming, springtime coming. We got some, probably gonna have some, not probably, we're gonna have some lady bathing suits. We're gonna have some nice stuff. You know what I mean? We still got some merch left over from the winter merch. Hit us up, get the discounted price. But summer's coming. Get ready. Get out here, catch Rec, reach everything can see. When you out there looking, you want to be out there reaching everything can see. Hit up those RecBoys. You already know we got it for you. Hit us up.
And we got different stuff too. You ain't just gotta have the logo. You know, we got mad different stuff. So yeah, definitely hit us up. We love you guys. Be safe out there. Love thy neighbor. Treat people how you want to be treated. All right. We out. RecBoys. Deuces. Easy.